Hey there, real quick before we begin, you're about to watch a live stream, which means you're really kind of behind the scenes here because these lessons are usually watched in the archives, but you're here for the live taping of them. So if we mess up really bad, we're probably going to chop that out, but you're going to get to see all of our bloopers and mistakes. We'll also chop this off, so no one is going to see this part of the lesson but you. And because you're behind the scenes, you're probably going to ignore my instructions when I say, like, pause the video and go practice or whatever. You can if you want. It's just that everyone in the chat room then will be in different places in the video. That's fine. When you want to join us live again, go down to the bottom of the video, click on the live button, and that should take you straight to where we actually are now. So now here comes the part for everybody else. I'm really glad you're with us. The archives are fine, but my favorite is talking to you live. So see you in the chat room. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names of the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine. You'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Clopple Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, it could be up to like 30 pages, so just find the couple pages that you want and print those out. If you decide not to, that's fine. I'll show you all of the notes on screen as we go through it. And we will be going through 5 different levels of this song that all use the same play-along track. So even if you've never played piano before, you'll still be able to do level 1. And then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a Question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started. Two, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna play it better than that later on when I'm not so distracted by my perfect hair here. That's right. It's some days are like that, you know. Just a bad hair day for me and JoJo. I don't know. Am I Giorno or am I Jojo? I don't know. I'm going to have one less of those. There we go. So welcome back to kidslearnpianolive.com. My name is Jamin, and this is the incomparable Kendra.
Guess what, Jamin? The other night I got to go on a walk in the rain, and it was very nice, and I was with somebody very special, and it was lovely.
Okay. That sounds lovely. Okay, anyway. Walking in the rain. That sounds awesome.
I'm just really focused on your hair.
Whatever. You're old and anyway, good. I'm glad you enjoyed that. So this song right here is there's kind of two parts to it today. We're gonna do the piano part that comes in way later in the song, and it doesn't sound very much like the thing that I played at the beginning because that was wrong. Actually, let me try it one more time now that I've readjusted my hair and my head's right. Let's try this again. This is eventually full speed. What you're going to play is a song that sounds like this: 2 and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. That's what it's supposed to sound like. Hopefully you can already kind of hear there's a pattern. Bump, so it's really super fast, but it's kind of repeaty. So practice up maybe just the first line, and that's going to help you a whole lot with the following lines. The first two notes that you're going to need right here are going to be an E. In order to find an E, you're going to take any group of 2 black notes, like those, or like those, or like those. Any group of 2 black notes will work. As long as you don't pick a group of 3, you should be fine. Pick a group of 2 black notes, and it's the white note that's just to the right of it. So that one right there, we're going to play that one, and we're going to say out loud the word 2. Cool. We're going to skip over the next note and go straight down to this one right here. It happens to be called a C, and we're going to say notes when we play that. So we're going to play 2 notes. Like that. Try that on your own, an E and then a C, that note, and then skipping down to that one, and say out loud 2 notes. Cool, good job. And then the next one that we're gonna do is just this string of insanity, but actually it's not that bad once you go to play it. It sounds like it's all kinds of crazy notes. It's actually just all a bunch of notes that are kind of all in a row. And so on the insane parts that sound crazy, you're just gonna go up and down and up and down. It's not really that bad at all. We're gonna play these notes right here. We're gonna start with a C. So it's actually the same note that you just played. So you're gonna play E, C, and then the insanity starts on this C. And you're just gonna play that one, and then the one right next to it, and then actually the flat version of the one right next to it. So the black note that's just a little bit higher right there, and then go on back down after you hit that E flat right there. So we're gonna play a C, D, E flat, and then back down to a D, and then down to C. So we've just gone up and come down, and actually we're gonna go one note lower than that, and then come straight back up. So just these 4 notes right here, starting on C, we're gonna go up, and then come down, and then back up. So it's just back and forth and back and forth. Make sure you start on that C. So all the words so far would be 2 notes, then a string of insanity. Yeah, cool. That along with the track would sound something like this. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, ready, go. 2 notes, then a string of insanity. Yeah, and then we got 2 notes again, but the next 2 notes are gonna start on the E. Let's go ahead and stop the track, dude. We're gonna play this E right here. Instead of going down, skipping over 1 note, we're gonna skip over 2 notes in the opposite direction. So we're gonna go from here, skipping over both of these, all the way up to that one. It happens to be an A because that's the way the musical alphabet works. It goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So it happens to be an A, but you can just skip over 2 notes, and we're gonna say out loud 2 notes. Like that. Now we need another A. So in order to do that, we could just take a look at where this A is. It's in a group of 3 black notes. It's just below the highest note in a group of 3 black notes. And we need to find an A down here in this group of 3 black notes. So the highest note, drag it down a little bit, and that's also an A. We need this A right here, because you can see we've got an A, and then we've got an A, but the second one is way lower than the first one. So we've got that A, and then all the way down to this A. And then we're gonna kind of do the same thing that we did before. We're gonna use that A and just walk straight up
for 4 notes, and then we're gonna kind of walk back down. So we're gonna go A, B, C, D, C, B. But at this point, we're gonna jump way up. And this is one of the weirdest parts of the song. Going from this B up to this G. That's skipping over 4 notes. So we're gonna go from this B all the way up to G, B, G. That's skipping over 4 notes. And then walking down, and then walking down one more time, and this is going to be the beginning of the next section. So this is about the point in the lesson where people who are like, hey, I think I can do this, start to feel like, oh no, maybe I can't do this. If you're starting to feel that way, that's fine. Just work on the part that does make sense to you. Usually that feeling means I can't quite play up to that section yet. So your brain's still like trying to figure out the first line or maybe a little bit of the second line, and your brain's just not ready to take on the third line. That's perfectly fine. Just practice the section that you can do and try to add in 1 note. So do the easy part plus 1 note, and eventually you'll get there. You can come back to this video and rewatch it as many times as you want. We're going to try the first 2 lines with the track. Just get all the notes that you can. If you're in the archives, press pause on the video, and then just practice up the section, the first 2 lines, until you feel like you're ready. If you're live with us, get all the notes that you can. Don't worry about the ones that you miss. We're going to start on an E. Here we go. Everybody playing along. And a 2, and a 1, 2, ready, go. 2 notes, then a string of insanity. 2 notes down to A, and the second string jumps up, then 2 notes, and then this next string of insanity, this whole entire line is the exact same as the first line, so you don't even need to learn it. It's just the same thing. 2 notes, then a string of insanity. So if you play the first line, you can play the third line. However, the 4th line is coming for you. So make sure you practice up the first 3 lines before you take on this beast. Good news is it starts off with the same 2 notes we already played before, the E and the A. So 2 notes. That's looking so far like it's going to be the same as the second line. But now we got a bunch of random notes. So we're going to have to play the A, then the B, then C. So we got 3 notes all in a row. Not too terrible so far. We've got to jump now. This one's weird. After we hit that C, we're going to play A, B, C. We got to jump over 3 notes all the way down to an F. And then we're going to play just the 3 notes that are all closest together. So that one and that one and that one. So we're going to include a black note there. F, E, E flat. And there's only 3 notes left after that. So if you can get to 2 notes, we're going to play 3 notes in a row. Jump down to F, and then play a little cluster all together right there. And then we've got 3 more notes. We got to play a C, a G sharp, which is the middle note in a group of 3 black notes, and then end it on an A right there. So those last 3 might take a little more practice than the rest. Yeah, I had a feeling. All right, so this will be our last time through on level 1, but we'll still practice more on level 2, 3, 4, and 5. But those last 3 notes might take a little bit of practice. If you're in the archives, of course, press pause, practice up whatever sections you need to work on. If you're live with us, get maybe just the first 2 notes. If you can do any of the first line, you can do the same notes in the third line. So grab everything you can. Don't worry about the parts that you missed. Let's go. 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, ready, go. 2 notes, then a string of insanity. 2 notes, and the second string jumps up, then 2 notes, then a string of insanity. 2 notes, but the last bit is random and quick. Okay, cool. So yeah, I messed up on the third line there, but yeah, don't worry about the notes that you missed. You just keep on going and you'll get them next time. But for right now, Kendra, tell us about our weekly activity.
This week is the Grand Staff Spelling, and if you write the names of the notes, they all spell words. Find the words and tag Learn Piano Live when you post a picture on Facebook or Instagram, and our mascot Penguin will hook you up with 150 bonus points. Won't you, Clawful?
Yeah, and that really helps out with like level 3 and 4 on Clawful Academy, if you're working on that stuff. And I guess that means it's time for Major or Minor, our feature of the day. So in this game, you're going to have to tell me whether the chord that I'm playing is major and sounds happy, or whether it's minor and sounds scary, sad, and depressing. Okay, so those are our 2 options, major or minor. but it's a little bit trickier when you don't play them right next to each other. And you're gonna be playing today against Kendra, who's pretty good at this. So I don't think that we have much of a chance of actually getting more of these correct than her, but maybe you can get it before she does. So Kendra, jump on in with us here. And I'm gonna play this first chord here. You tell us if this one right here sounds major or minor. What do you think, major or minor? Guessing at home, does that sound like it's happy or sad, scary, depressed? What do you think, Kendra?
Well, when I heard it, it actually made me want to like sit up straighter. So I'm going to go with like a positive feeling from that. So major.
All right. And Kendra's spine is correct. This is a major chord. Yes. All right, cool. What about this one right here? What do you think about that one? Man, that one's... It's definitely low. What do you think, Kendra?
I think automatically I associate like lower chords with like scarier stuff, and it sounded kind of scary. So I'm going to go with minor.
It was major, folks. That one was major, even though it was super duper low. Yes, so this one... Kind of a goofy low, but it was major. I think that's the first one Kendra has ever missed.
I don't think so.
It was major. All right, cool. Let's try one more. What about this one right here? That one sound major or minor? What do you think at home? Happy, major, or sad, scary, depressed, minor? Kendra?
Well, normally I would say that higher stuff in my brain kind of matches up with major, but I was wrong last time, so we're going to go with minor.
With minor. This one actually was.
Okay.
This kind of a sad, scary, depressed. Even though you're right, it's higher, and that's usually like a happier sound. This one happened to be minor. So that was major or minor, which means now it's time for a little bit of mailbag.
If you'd like to win an extra 750 points by being the mailbag winner, just fill out the survey at the end of the lesson or send us a message anytime during the week using the contact button at the top of the page.
And today's question comes from Kitsune, who says, Dear Jamin, does it matter if I use a piano or a keyboard to practice? I'm supposed to say piano is better than keyboard. But I played on a piano, like a upright one with like strings and stuff in it, like when I was first learning. But for the vast majority of my piano playing, I was playing on a keyboard. So as long as you've got a keyboard that feels kind of like a piano, then cool. But even like I've got some students who just practice. I don't think I'm supposed to say this. They just practice on a piece of paper, just a printout of like a keyboard, and they like just practice like pressing the right notes in the right order. And then when they go to a piano, it looks the same when they press it, and now they can actually like hear the song they've been practicing. But yeah, pretty much anything that's gonna make sound and it's got like the black notes and the white notes and stuff, you can do a lot of good work on it. Like any even little toy keyboard, like I could sit down one of those and practice some stuff that I can't quite do yet. So as long as you're working on stuff that's difficult to do, I don't think it really matters if it's a piano or a keyboard. As long as you're trying new things, then you're getting better, and that's the goal of all this stuff. So, but as a piano teacher, I'm supposed to say pianos are awesome and keyboards are lame. You shouldn't practice keyboards, but yeah, whatever. Let's do a little bit of secret information.
Secret information.
And today, in our secret information folder, we've got a little bit of information about this song. The first thing is, that this one, okay, so check this out. Down here, when we go to level 2B, that is in the original key. If you've already done level 2, you already know this. And it says the key is supposed to be D, but really the key is B minor. So this song right here is in the key of, I'd say it's in the key of A minor, but it looks like the key of C because it's almost all white notes. However, there's one note that gives away the key of A minor. If you've got all white notes except you see a G sharp, that's almost for sure a sign that you're in the key of A minor. And also, the song ends on an A. So if it ends on an A and it's got a G sharp in there, but the rest of it's pretty much white notes, that's a pretty good clue that you're in the key of A minor and not the key of C, even though most of them use almost entirely white notes. So you're gonna run into the same thing if you've done level 2B or level 4B. Those are gonna kind of be the same. Like, is it the key of D or is it the key of B minor? I'd go with the minor one. But the other piece of secret information that we have is, the thing that we have going on here. I don't think we've talked about this before, but this song has this thing that goes ba 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 ba, right? And that right there, like, the notes aren't the same. And so usually we use the word motif to mean that we've got some pattern that's the same, but that we're just like moving it around on the piano. This one doesn't really have that, but what it does have is a rhythmic motif. So the other ones have melodic motifs, which means you take the melody and you move the melody around. This one has the same rhythm and you move the notes around. So ba 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 ba. You play all kinds of different notes, but as long as you're using that rhythm, you're using the rhythmic motif from this song. So you've got melodic motifs, and now we have rhythmic motifs. But that's the last piece of secret information that we have on this song. So the last piece of secret information is, who won the raffle? Maybe it's you.
So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out. And if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.